YouTube, welcome back. As you guys see, I told you last Sunday Iraq was going to make huge changes. Told you nothing would happen this weekend. Told you they weren't going to change the rate. They would leave it exactly where it's at 1460 per the CBI's preference and request. And I told you there is no budget coming forward this period. And I've also told you the news is inaccurate and it's not worth your time to follow. Following the general news will not walk you to the finish line. All it's going to do is mislead and confuse you guys. So when you look at everyone's comments currently within this investment around around all the different forums, everyone is thoroughly confused, misled, and very challenged. So, but hey, everybody's got to do what's best for them. We can help you be an informed investor on another platform. I'll put the link below the video for you guys. If you would like to be an informed investor, we have great research in this, and we can tell you we know exactly what's going on. We know why it's happening, and we know how much longer it's going to take, guys. So if you want to be an informed investor and you don't want to be going in circles in this, we can help you out. It's up to you, though. Let's look at the daily news. So Parliamentary Finance resolves all points of disagreement in the budget for a vote today. So according to this article, we're not going to read all these articles, guys, because a lot of this is rehashed through most of the week. As of today, the Finance Committee ends its meeting held today by reaching an agreement on most of the disputed points in the draft federal budget law for the purpose of voting on them in today's session. The date for the voting session will be determined in today's session or on another session. So as you see, they're still kicking the can. Parliamentary group had revealed earlier today that the political blocs had agreed to resolve the federal budget law for 21 in today's session or possibly postponing it until next Thursday as a maximum date. So apparently they're giving next Thursday as a back wall on this maximum date. Got another article for you. As you see, though, they definitely are still kicking the can. According to this article, the ministers of finance and planning participate in a parliamentary meeting to settle the budget bill. Right here, they're saying there's a possibility of postponing everything, guys, until next Thursday as a maximum date. So they're giving you a back wall as next Thursday as a maximum date for the budget. But I keep telling you guys, there is no budget, there is no rate change at the current period, guys. Iraq's doing things in the background, and that's why we've identified exactly what Iraq's doing. We know how much longer it's going to take, and we've put great research into this for you guys. Again, if you want to be informed, there will be a link below the video. Okay. Let's look at some other news. House of Representatives. Okay, let's get past all this. So Iraq dinar US dollar auction results. That's just the auctions. You guys know they're only doing auctions abroad. They no longer do auctions in the country of Iraq because they aren't allowed to anymore. So they're just auctioning off abroad to get dollars out of the country. And guys, actually, I apologize. Let me make this to where you guys can see it. Hold on. Let's go back up. Let's just kind of start over. Okay, right here. Iraq dinar US dollar auction results. Again, they're only auctioning off dollars abroad, no longer inside the country of Iraq. Parliamentary finance resolves all points of disagreement in the budget to vote on it today, but I just showed you articles showing you they're actually talking about kicking the can back and pushing it back to Thursday. So as you see, those last two articles conflict and disagree with this one. A parliamentarian excludes finalizing the budget today and proposes 3 scenarios for passing the policy. So this article right here counters the previous one you saw, excludes finalizing the budget today. According to the article, a Sunday member parliamentary ruled out the decision of the federal budget law today while noting that in-depth conflicts and disagreements is still continuing and likely to be completed within the next few hours. In an interview, the federal budget came out of its general natural framework in setting the state's final policy for 1 year to demands, while dictations far from reality to attempt to impose wills and achieve narrow gains by emptying the budget from its contents. He added the current situation, despite continuous attempts to reach a consensus, does not make us feel that there's a possibility to pass it in today's session or reaching a final agreement within the next few hours, noting that the situation faces three options: either vote on some budget articles today and leave the rest for a day or until another agreement is reached. More than one proposal for each controversial article has been put in place. The entire budget is postponed to another, it says, or they can delay the budget to another day. So as you guys see, they are still stringing you along as they have done this entire week. And I told you that was to be expected because the news is misleading. Al-Abadi rallies against the dollar and addresses the government to make Parliament undoing the mistake of virtue. So what they're saying in that article, guys, is that the value, since they devalued the currency, the dinar, on December 20th, the value of the dollar is too high, and it's drastically impacting the citizens because it increased the cost of goods and services, and they do want to get that back down, guys, but it's not coming down. The CBI said, it's going to stay at 1460 because they're using it as a tool. Member in Parliament, 29 trillion dinar, the budget deficit, and the dollar are the biggest problem. We know that, guys, because I just discussed that with you. It's, again, value of the dollar has gone too high against the dinar since it devalued, and it's impacting the citizens. The 21 budget set a date for termination of acting positions. They're just saying there they want to cancel out the proxy positions from the government. The rise in the price of the dollar threatens to increase the poor of Iraq by, we already know that, again, devaluing the currency, increased the value of the dollar, cost of goods and services went up, drastically impacting the citizens. Again, the high exchange rate of the dollar in Baghdad, that's just the market value of the dollar and how it's, impacting the dinar. House of Representatives postpones the session for voting until 7 this evening, guys, and you already know that's not true because you saw other articles where they're talking about kicking the can back to next Thursday on the budget. So there you guys go. They officially kicked the budget can. No budget today. There will be no budget this week. There's no annual 12-month budget period, guys. I keep telling you this. And I keep stressing to you that all of this news is structured by design to mislead and confuse you so you can't know what's going on. But again, if you want to be an informed investor, we can help you. Take care, guys, and have a great day.